is Timothée Chalamet. Hi, Timothy. You were great as Timothée Chalamet this year, too. Really.
For months, rumors have swirled that Timothée Chalamet, Hollywood's rising star with an indie heart, has fallen hard for none other than Kylie Jenner. To many onlookers, this match seemed improbable. He's the reflective actor beloved for quieter roles. She's a global beauty mogul whose personal brand saturates social media feeds around the world. Yet, the rumors grew louder when insiders claimed that Timothée was ready to splurge on a $300,000 engagement ring crafted by a famed Parisian jeweler. Anyone who knows how publicity works in Hollywood might assume this story is just tabloid gossip. But then again, sometimes the wildest buzz has the strongest roots in reality.
Kylie Jenner is sharing insight into her love life with Timothée Chalamet.
Within Timothy's orbit, whispers multiplied, family members speaking anonymously to magazines, close friends letting slip their doubts. The message was consistent. Don't do it. Why the opposition? Some say it's about Kylie's high-profile lifestyle, others insist it's all about what fans call the Kardashian curse. While Kylie is known for her beauty brand, her reality TV past, and a social circle of billionaires, Timothy's family wonders if that world will clash with his creative ethos. And it's not just parents who are worried. His sister, Pauline, is reported to have reservations of her own, occasionally taking indirect jabs on social media aimed at Kylie's penchant for lavish displays. The ring itself, reportedly adorned with 150 diamonds, has become a symbol of these swirling doubts.
Kylie Jenner is dating Timothée Chalamet following her split with Travis Scott. Multiple outlets report that the Kardashian star is seeing the Dune actor.
Did Timothée truly commission such an elaborate design for a proposal? Or is this a sensational rumor fanned by the tabloids to fuel more speculation? Some of his family insist there's no way he'd jump headfirst into an engagement so suddenly, especially with someone as famous and guarded as Kylie Jenner. Others, however, believe he's completely smitten, possibly to the point of overlooking major differences in their personalities. Could it be a case of love conquering all, or might he be blinded by infatuation? The real question, though, is whether Timothy's family has reason to fear for his future. They see a thoughtful, somewhat reserved young man about to merge paths with a star who built an empire on brand expansions and high-octane publicity. On the flip side, fans of the relationship are celebrating what they consider the ultimate modern power couple.
Timothée Chalamet is keeping up with girlfriend Kylie Jenner's family, including sisters Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner at Vanity Fair's 2025 Oscars after-party.
A globally recognized beauty mogul and a critically acclaimed Academy Award-nominated actor. To them, it's exciting, it's fresh, and it's brimming with possibility. But that's not the only angle to this story. The phrase Kardashian curse has been tossed around pop culture for years, often half-jokingly, sometimes in deadly earnest. It refers to the notion that men who date or marry into the Kardashian-Jenner clan often face personal struggles, professional downturns, or highly publicized meltdowns. From Lamar Odom's well-documented challenges to the on-again, off-again drama between Kylie and her previous partners, the rumored curse has attracted significant attention. Even major celebrities who fell under the family's orbit sometimes commented on the unusual pressures that come with Kardashian-level fame.
Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner step out for date night at the Oscars.
Why do people blame the family for these men's personal issues? Skeptics argue it's not about an actual curse, but rather the suffocating nature of high-octane celebrity life. Keeping up with the Kardashians, and by extension, the Jenners, demands perpetual brand building. Some partners thrive in that environment, others wilt under the scrutiny, forced to adapt to constant paparazzi attention, daily social media postings, and frequent public controversies. It's a lifestyle that can chew people up and spit them out. Fans of the family maintain that it's unfair to call it a curse. Their perspective, these women are driven, successful entrepreneurs who don't shy away from personal hustle.
The Kylie Cosmetics founder and the A Complete Unknown star enjoy a date watching Hugo Humphrey face off against Holger Rune on the tennis court at the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells Tennis Garden on March 9th.
Men who enter that sphere can either adapt or get left behind. Yet Timothy's family can't help recalling the many examples of cracks forming in those relationships. They look at his gentle demeanor and wonder how he'll cope with the influencer-driven circus that accompanies any serious involvement with Kylie. If he's already overwhelmed by red carpet pressure, how would he handle reality TV cameras or a large social media army dissecting his every move? Curiously, rumors suggest that it's not only Timothy's parents who are apprehensive. Even extended relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles, reportedly text each other updates whenever a new paparazzi shot emerges of Kylie and Timothée together. He's rarely been part of the mainstream tabloid circuit before, so seeing him step into that world is jarring. The consistent message among some family members is, slow down.
Timothée Chalamet seems to be doing a great job of keeping up with the Kardashians. And while joining the tight-knit TV family might seem intimidating, the Dune actor is fitting right in.
They question if Timothée truly understands the scale of public intrusion once you're romantically linked to a Jenner or Kardashian. However, there's one more layer to this puzzle. Beyond alleged curses and family meddling, there lies a simpler question. Are Kylie and Timothée truly compatible? On paper, they differ dramatically. Kylie is an established entrepreneur, hailing from a reality TV empire that catapulted her to young billionaire status. Timothée, on the other hand, built his reputation as a serious actor in indie films before making waves in blockbuster productions. While Kylie commands massive brand deals and organizes promotional events for her cosmetics line, Timothée attends film festivals in Berlin, Venice, and Toronto, drawn to roles that challenge him artistically. Could these differences form the kind of balance that healthy relationships thrive on? Possibly.
After attending the Grand Rex premiere of Timothy's new film, A Complete Unknown, January 15th, the couple is spotted hand in hand while heading to dinner in the City of Love.
Many couples credit their success to the idea that each partner complements what the other lacks. She's outgoing, with a flair for branding. He's reflective, dedicated to the craft of acting. By combining these strengths, one could argue they'd form a formidable celebrity power duo, bridging two distinct spheres of entertainment and fashion. Insiders claim they share a sense of humor that isn't obvious on social media. Kylie apparently finds Timothy's introspective nature refreshing compared to the typical hype-driven personalities she's encountered. Yet skeptics point out potential pitfalls. First, there's the question of pace. Kylie's world is a non-stop carousel of brand campaigns, events, and paparazzi chases. Timothée often spends months on set in remote locations or diving into character studies far from big city glitz.
After posting a selfie with a mystery person in the background, Kylie is now opening up about her dating life.
Maintaining a stable relationship under these conditions demands logistical planning, mutual understanding, and no small amount of trust. Add to that the possibility of him becoming a stepfather figure to her children. Is he prepared to shift from filming on location for 6 months to co-parenting responsibilities the next? Moreover, the rumor that they've already discussed living in Europe part-time introduces fresh complications. Could Kylie adapt to a more subdued environment in Paris or Milan, away from Los Angeles paparazzi? Or would she soon crave the attention and influence that come from her typical hotspots, like Beverly Hills or exclusive clubs in West Hollywood? Timothy's family apparently suspects that relocating overseas is more of a romantic fantasy than a realistic plan, especially if Kylie's brand demands a constant presence stateside. But there's another voice in the mix that we haven't explored yet. When discussing Kylie Jenner, it's often impossible to avoid talking about her sister Kendall. Though they share the same last name, the two have cultivated distinct public images. Kendall, known for her high-fashion modeling career, tends to project a more understated persona compared to Kylie's flamboyant style and frequent social media updates. This dynamic has bred rumors that the sisters don't always see eye to eye, especially on big life decisions. Some insiders claim Kendall is wary of her younger sister rushing into an engagement, not necessarily because she opposes Timothée Chalamet, but because Kendall has often voiced concerns that Kylie plunges headfirst into relationships without fully considering the emotional stakes. Others claim there's a subtle rivalry between the siblings. Kendall, despite being older, sometimes sees Kylie capturing headlines with bombshell romances, leaving her overshadowed in the tabloids. If Kendall disagrees with this potential union, the tension might reflect deeper sibling issues. Fans have noticed that Kendall's public statements about Kylie's relationships are typically polite and vague, lacking the enthusiastic endorsement you might expect from a close sister. Yet there's no open hostility, just a measured distance. Some speculate that Kendall is protective of her family's image and feels uneasy about welcoming someone from the outside, especially an A-list actor with a dramatically different background, into their tight-knit circle. Moreover, sources close to the sisters say that Kendall quietly frets about Kylie's pattern of turning her personal life into a global spectacle.
While the complete unknown actor and Kylie were seen sitting together and enjoying a date night inside the ceremony, when it came time to celebrate after the 97th Academy Awards,
while every major romance in Kylie's life has been dissected across countless platforms, Kendall has tried, with mixed success, to keep her private life more discreet. She wonders if Timothée, known for his refined taste in roles and preference for a somewhat private existence, can truly handle the intense spotlight that inevitably follows Kylie. Still, the clock might be ticking on this romance, and the next revelation could be days away. Central to the tension swirling around Timothy's rumored engagement is his tight-knit family, especially his sister Pauline. She's no stranger to the public eye herself, though on a lesser scale than her Oscar-nominated brother. Over the past few months, fans have dissected Pauline's social media posts, interpreting them as veiled critiques of Kylie and her luxurious lifestyle. In one instance, Pauline reposted an article about income inequality, and followers swiftly assumed this was a jab at Kylie's notorious status as a self-made billionaire, a title once bestowed upon her by a major business publication before a subsequent retraction. Family members vary in their opinions, of course. Some might like Kylie personally, others might harbor skepticism about the relationship, or simply question whether Timothy is truly ready for marriage. The friction seems to deepen when stories circulate that Timothy's relatives are urging him to hold off. They say it's too soon, that this romance is built on physical chemistry and initial infatuation rather than tested compatibility. He's only known Kylie under the intense glow of stardom, and true emotional depth might be elusive under such conditions. Yet, there are also unspoken factors at play. Timothy, by all reports, is ambitious and committed to forging a lasting legacy in film. Could the family fear that a highly publicized engagement to Kylie could overshadow his acting achievements? Perhaps the family worries that the tabloids will reduce him to Mr. Kylie Jenner, overshadowing the nuance in his craft. Celebrity couples often wrestle with the overshadowing effect, where one partner's overwhelming fame commands the spotlight. If Timothy invests himself fully in this relationship, he might find that the media attention shifts disproportionately toward Kylie's brand. Pauline might be deeply protective of her brother, worried about heartbreak, or about him sacrificing critical career momentum.
25 Golden Globes.
I love it.
That's the couple, all smiles at the awards show and having a good time mingling with actresses Elle Fanning.
Her perspective isn't necessarily about animosity toward Kylie, but about the baggage that comes with joining the Jenner entourage. While Kylie's fans adore her global empire, the Chalamet family might have a more old-fashioned sense of privacy and personal authenticity. For them, seeing Timothy step onto that glitzy stage feels like watching a lamb wander into a lion's den, exhilarating but perilous. Of course, with each new day, new rumors arise. Few details have captured the public's fascination quite like the purported $300,000 engagement ring. Allegedly adorned with around 150 diamonds, the ring has become a microcosm of the entire relationship. A portion of fans is convinced it exists, the ultimate Hollywood statement piece, custom designed by a top-tier Parisian jewelry house. After all, Timothy's rumored plan was to propose in the most romantic setting imaginable, perhaps in Paris or the French Riviera, to honor his French heritage and infuse the moment with cinematic flair. But how certain is any of this? If you dig into gossip columns, you'll find references to unnamed insiders claiming they've seen the ring or have knowledge of Timothy's special order. Yet official confirmations remain non-existent. On the flip side, plenty of skeptics label this as a coordinated PR rumor, suggesting that both Kylie and Timothy benefit from the buzz. In an age where social media chatter can boost popularity and trending power, a well-placed rumor about an extravagant ring can keep both names in constant circulation. From the outside, the question of who gains or loses from the rumor is intriguing. Could Kylie, who thrives in a media ecosystem that amplifies everything she does, be stoking the story to remain in the spotlight? Could Timothy, often perceived as the quieter one, see some short-term advantage in broader name recognition, especially as he transitions into bigger commercial roles? Yet his track record suggests he's rarely sought such attention, so this angle may not hold much weight. Meanwhile, fans hunger for any photographic evidence, any slip by a friend or relative that might confirm the ring is real.
All eyes on Timmy, who was nominated for Best Actor for his portrayal of Bob Dylan in the biopic A Complete Unknown, which he got roasted about by host Nikki Glazer.
Dude, you were so good in A Complete Unknown as Bob Dylan. Wasn't he just incredible?
So far, no conclusive proof has emerged. Still, the rumor persists with a life of its own, intensifying discussions about the sincerity of this relationship. If the ring is genuine, it signals a deep commitment that might soon seal their fates together. If it's a myth, it underscores the performative nature of Hollywood romances, where illusions can dazzle more than reality ever could. But the potential next step is even more dramatic. As the family drama intensifies, fans are left wondering which direction the relationship will take. The possibilities are wildly diverse. Some insiders claim an engagement could be announced any day, accompanied by an extravagant social media reveal featuring high-fashion photo shoots and diamond close-ups. Others predict that once faced with the logistical realities of melding their worlds, Timothée and Kylie might quietly part ways, attributing the split to conflicting schedules or different life paths. Then there's the question of fatherhood. Kylie has children who are already in the public eye, no matter how carefully she tries to shield them. If Timothée becomes more serious with her, he'll take on a de facto stepfather figure, an enormous step for any young man, let alone one whose career demands intense travel and long hours on set. Some fans cheer the idea, pointing out that Timothée's gentle disposition might make him a steady, caring presence. Detractors, meanwhile, see a potential recipe for chaos, especially if he's not used to the unique demands of parenting in the limelight. Family events and holiday gatherings could become battlegrounds of sorts. Imagine Timothée's parents, who cherish their son's success and dream of him tackling only the best film projects, colliding with Kylie's side, where brand synergy and strategic media appearances often rule the day. Kendall's own stance could influence how the larger Jenner Kardashian clan accepts Timothée. If she extends a warm welcome, it might temper any underlying reservations. If she keeps her distance, Timothée might feel like an outsider whenever he attends gatherings in Calabasas or beyond. The entire scenario is complicated by the swirling presence of paparazzi. Every coffee run, every dinner date, every family outing is a chance for tabloids to spin a new narrative. With so many eyes watching, small disagreements can explode into big drama, and private moments can become front-page fodder. Ironically, the same phenomenon that boosted Kylie's fame could become a wedge in her relationship with Timothée, who's used to more subdued forms of public attention. Still, the story isn't over just yet.
So good, dude. Seriously. In fact, I actually read that your singing voice was so accurate that even Bob Dylan himself admitted that it was absolutely horrible. You nailed it.
In the end, Timothée Chalamet's rumored relationship with Kylie Jenner has become a case study in the intense scrutiny that celebrity couples endure. What began as a surprising rumor about an unlikely pairing has ballooned into a full-blown saga of family warnings, massive diamond rings, and fundamental differences in lifestyle. Through it all, the question remains, are these two forging a genuine bond that transcends their public images, or are they caught up in a media-fueled whirlwind that could burn them both? Much of the tension stems from Timothée's background as a thoughtful actor who prizes authenticity, and Kylie's position as a global influencer with a brand empire to maintain. His family's concerns, especially regarding the so-called Kardashian curse and the possible overshadowing of his achievements, speak to how drastically their worlds diverge. Meanwhile, Kylie, no stranger to public relationship drama, seems unperturbed by the chatter. If reports are true, she might already be dreaming of a European escape and a romantic proposal, one that cements her union with an acclaimed star who complements her high-profile image. Critics argue they're too different to last. Supporters see them as proof that opposites can attract, forging a unique power couple. Somewhere in the middle are the watchers who simply crave more details. Will Timothée defy his family's warnings and go ahead with the proposal, ring in hand? Will Kylie wholeheartedly embrace his quieter approach to fame? Or will the challenges of merging such distinct lifestyles push them apart before they even get to the altar? Time will tell which version of events ultimately comes to pass. Hollywood has seen stranger things happen, a whirlwind romance that turns into a decades-long marriage, or a seemingly perfect match that dissolves in the blink of an eye. For now, all we can do is piece together the clues from family sources, subtle social media hints, and occasional paparazzi snapshots. Whatever happens, it's bound to generate headlines, spark endless fan theories, and remind us once again that celebrity relationships often balance on a razor's edge between truth and spectacle. In this unfolding story of love, doubt, and the looming curse, one thing is clear. Both Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are rewriting the typical narrative of Hollywood romance. Whether that rewrite ends in a happily ever after or a dramatic parting of ways, the final chapter remains unwritten, and the world can't help but watch.